Well, hello there, all you knife addicts. What have we here today? Something different, something unusual. It's a Victorinox Swiss Army. Not your usual Swiss Army. This is the Hunter XT. This is a traveling knife that was started by CB Tactical. He sent it over to Tom of Knife Delights, right here. And then Tom sent it over to RJ's Knives. And then RJ sent it over to me. I'm still trying to figure out who gets this after me. I sent an email off to Tom. I'm sure he's busy because it's a nice weekend there, and he'll get back to me. But if you're interested, put a comment in the comments that you might be interested in taking a look at it and doing a review, and we'll run it past Tom. So, this knife is quite peculiar for a Swiss Army knife. It's a purpose-built hunter's knife, and it has, an opening here a lot like a Spyderco. So first, I'd like to point out the box. Usual box, made in Switzerland. It's got different language right here. Let's go to the language over here. To view our full product line, manual, safety, warranty, visit www.swissarmyknife.com. Makers of the original Swiss Army knife. Do you notice something odd about this box? That's right. I do not see one California cancer warning on it, which leads me to believe that it's the whatever's in nickel, silver, or brass that causes cancer. Because this has no nickel, silver in it. If it does, they're hiding it. It's like a dual composite. You got a harder plastic here, the gray, and a nice kind of soft rubbery green. Makes for a really good grip in wet conditions, so they say, which makes sense. It kind of does feel pretty grippy. You got the Victorinox shield, also in green. They threw on this key ring, which seems to me to be a bit ridiculous. You're not going to throw this on your keys, but this is good to put a lanyard on, or one of the Victorinox's lanyard. You can just loop right through there. It's a pretty simple knife. It's got two blades, a saw blade, and not a wine opener, but a screwdriver. Phillips. Very nice. I find these to be a little bit more practical than the wine bottle openers. I don't drink much wine, but one time we were in the San Juans on a sailboat and had a bottle of wine and no wine opener. We used a flathead screwdriver to push the cork in, and it sprayed all over the ceiling of the sailboat. Do not recommend that. At least we didn't cut ourselves trying to cut it out with a knife. So it comes with this really nice kind of nylon sheath. It's, you can see the Victorinox badge here. It is Velcro. It's not magnetic. I carried this to work all day. It worked great. You got your little loop here for your belt. RJ pointed out this little sleeve in here, which is very interesting. When you put the knife in there, it is pretty cramped. You might have a little bit more room there. We're thinking it's for a fire starter rod or something of that sort. Or who knows, a pen, making notes in the field. But I found that pretty interesting. Well, cool little sheath for not being leather. Very durable. So this is Hunter built specific Swiss-made Victorinox. It's the proprietary stainless steel. Apparently no cancer-causing chemicals in it whatsoever. I find that fascinating. So they have, you can't just flick it open, but you can use these to slow roll it open. It's a locking blade. You can see the liner lock here. This one I find it interesting. It's opposite. You don't push it this way to unlock. It took me a little bit to figure out. You push it this way. And then you... So I think this is made for a left-hander. See? And then you pull out the other blade. Or, excuse me, let's slow roll it. What do we have here? Gonzo the Great from The Muppet Show. That's right. This is the closest I've seen to Gonzo the Great in a long time. Freaking awesome. You got serrations on there. On this side. Not on this side. I'm really reluctant to touch it. This is razor sharp. Kind of a good tool to have if you're hunting. You could saw through cartilage. You could saw through bone. You know, you can use this other blade for skinning. It is also a very sharp. I used it at work. Just sliced right through what I was opening, which wasn't really much. But very sharp. Probably easy to sharpen, being stainless. Blades perfectly centered, of course. So this side, Gonzo, you push left like a normal one. So it's kind of interesting. I know RJ was mentioning that. So you left on this one and right on this one. But it's kind of hard to... Yeah, I guess you can. So you just got to be wary because you're kind of pulling it toward your fingers and your hands are in the way this way. But I figured left hand is better like this. But who knows? When you're skinning a deer, you might need your left hand also. And like I said, Phillips. But it's interesting that it has that serrations to cut through stuff because it also has, tucked in here, a nice saw blade. So you can use this for branches, twigs. I'm sure it goes through bone real fast. Real fast. Very nice snap to this thing. Cool knife. I think these run about $70 to $80. They had a bright orange one on Smoky Mountain in the just under 60, kind of 50 some, but they're sold out, obviously. But yeah, like I said, 2 composite, no cancer. No, you have to pay extra for that. But kind of a cool blade. It is odd that they put the... I mean, it's nice that they put these thumb holes to slow roll it and open it up one-handed. But it does, in the grip, defeats the whole purpose of this molded handle. Like, let's get this out of the way. That feels way better. But you're not going to sit there and skin a deer with... I mean, you might, with this blade out. Or go like that, but this... Whoa, cut my finger again. You know, that's in the way. That feels much better. But you got this, and this kind of gets in the way here. Not too bad. You got big hands. I mean, I can get over it, but I do feel it. It is noticeable. Just something I want to point out. I mean, sometimes convenience of having a one-hand opener makes it inconvenient to hold. And with this open, I can really feel this blade right here. So, a good hunting multi-tool, for sure. I mean, if I was hunting, I'd probably have a Leatherman and a buck 110, or some sort of buck skinning knife. But in Europe or other parts of the world, you know, this is, and a lot of people who are just big Victorinox fans will totally dig this knife. It's very cool. Like I said, I didn't get to use it that much. I didn't skin anything. I don't do that much hunting. Back springs are super killer. There's sort of a gap right here, but I don't think it's as big a deal. I mean, these knives, the fit and finish is usually just so perfect. Like I said, like Gonzo is actually just pretty much center, but pretty thick. And then the main blade is centered. Saw blade centered. Very cool knife. Thank you very much, Tom. Thank you, CB Tactical, for putting this knife out there. Thank you, RJ, for sending this to me. It was kind of a surprise. And let's see who else would like to see it. And we'll find out who it goes to. Hope you enjoyed. Tell me in the comments if If you're a hunter, is this something you would choose? It'd be very interesting to know. You guys have a great weekend. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Take care.